Hi there, welcome to Yoga with me, Angie Miller. For our practice today, the props we'll be needing are a blanket and a couple of blocks. And then additionally, I have a recommendation that you might want to have this investment for enhancement of your practice. When I teach live and in a studio, I provide an aromatherapy spray on a towel for covering your eyes for centering and Shavasana. Now that's a little tricky when we're seated in a chair. So my suggestion then would be an eye pillow with a strap. And I love this because I think it has an enhanced sensory sensation of grounding being, and this is my personal opinion. It's entirely up to you how you feel about that. But I just wanted to present that as an opportunity to enhance the grounding sensation of your practice during centering and Shavasana. So let's go ahead, I'm going to set these aside. Let's go ahead and get situated for Shavasana. Grab your blocks, particularly if you have shorter legs, to bring your legs into a 90-degree angle with your back supported by the back of the chair and your spine nice and long, your tailbone tracking down into the seat, your chin back, shoulders down away from your ears. And then allow your eyes to close or to come into a soft gaze, hands resting on your lap, palms up or down. And begin to pay attention to the muscles in your face. Relax your eyebrows, unclench your jaw, soften your shoulders, and try to rid your body of any tension by taking a deep breath in through your nose for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out your mouth slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do this again. Bring your awareness to your breath work and take another breath in through your nose to a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And start to breathe deeper so that you can feel your breath right down into your belly. Feel your belly expand as you exhale. And to bring closer attention to your breath, you can softly place one hand on your belly if you'd like. And let's breathe in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. Feeling your belly movement as the tension releases from your shoulders and from your chest. Focus on relaxing your body as you breathe through your nose for another round at the same tempo, and try to breathe as deeply as possible. You're no longer breathing from your chest now, but from your belly instead. Let's do one more round. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now still breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Roll your shoulders back, slowly focusing on your alignment. Soften your neck. Turn your head from side to side, left to right, and right to left. And then come on back to center and up and down with your head as if you were saying yes and no. Or yes, rather. Then bring your arms up overhead and allow your palms to touch. And slowly bring your hands down to heart center, pressing your palms into one another, relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears, and taking one more round of breath. Inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. And then open your eyes. Place your hands in your lap. Let's just gently open up our neck with a little stretching. We'll drop the right ear to the right shoulder, taking the ear to the shoulder rather than bringing the shoulder to meet the ear. And come on up to center and then over to the opposite side, ear to shoulder. Back to center, turn to the right, looking over your right shoulder. And to the left. And back to right. And all the way to the left. Come on back to center. Let's drop the right ear to the right shoulder and take the left arm out to the side with a flex of the wrist. So you may feel sensation through your wrist, on up through your forearm, through your shoulder. And now keep your head in place, your arm in place, and take your gaze up to the ceiling. And just feel how that kind of deepens the sensation. Yowza. Woo! That feels good. Go ahead and take that left palm to your lap, lift your head up, and we'll switch sides. So left ear to left shoulder, right arm out to the side, flick or flex in the wrist. Just settle here. And now take your gaze up to the ceiling with everything remaining in place. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, bring your right hand to your lap. Your head comes back to center nice and slowly. And then bring your chin to your chest and roll the chin across your chest to the right shoulder and then all the way across your chest to the left shoulder. And this nice gentle half circle from side to side. Then bring your head back to center. Drop your head back. And now the half circle is in the back of the head. The head drops back towards the top of your back, and you just rock from side to side. Ooh, I just got a crack in my neck. That felt delicious. Okay, back to center. Take your right hand to the back of your, the base of your neck, the top of your back, and just press into that area of your back with your fingertips. Now bring your shoulder blades together. You might arch your back a little bit when you're doing this. All right, take the right hand to your lap. Left hand comes up at the base of your neck, top of your back, elbow to the ceiling, and now bring those shoulder blades together. Now take the right hand over the left, elbows out nice and wide, elbows to the ceiling, and bring your shoulder blades together. This is another opportunity for a little pop sometimes. It feels really, really special. Woo! Okay. Go ahead and take your arms out to the side, and let's circle the wrists to start. And change the direction of the circle. Now circle your arms, little baby circles, going forward. Relax your shoulders, and actually, let's come forward on our chair. Let's take these blocks out of the way if you're using blocks and come to sit with a nice long spine, tailbone tracking down into the chair, shoulders relaxed down away from your ears, chin back. And now again, we'll go circles forward, palms are flat, relaxed shoulders, abdomen engaged, and then backwards. Again, shoulders relaxed. I have to remind myself of that because my shoulders want to creep up, unfortunately. But I got to remind myself that not where I want to be. Okay, medium-sized circles now, going forward. Don't forget to breathe. Stay in conscious connection with your breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose or your mouth. Now backwards, medium circles. I don't know about you, but I am feeling this in my shoulders. Okay, big circles now, forwards. And backwards. Take your hands to your lap, shrug your shoulders up, and squeeze nice and tightly. Release. Let's do that again. Let's squeeze the shoulders up nice and tightly. Open up your legs a little bit. Press your hands on the top of your thighs, and let's bring the right shoulder forward. Come on back to center, the left shoulder forward, back to center, right shoulder forward, roll it on back, left shoulder forward, roll it on back, and then shrug your shoulders up to come back into shoulder rolls, and then forward. Let's take the right arm across the body, pressing the back of your tricep, relaxing the shoulders down. Switch sides. Okay, back with the arms up top, fingertips towards the ceiling. Pull on out into a cactus. And then bring your hands to your shoulders and bring your arms in and out. Arms back up. Pull down with resistance into cactus. Hands to the shoulders, back in and out. Arms up. Pull down into cactus. Hands to your shoulders, in and out. Up. Pull back. Now this time we're going to bring cactus arms towards one another. Now they might come towards, they might come to touch. Different for everybody, different for every body. Now, hands on the shoulders, we're going to roll circles forwards with our hands on our shoulders. And now backwards. From here, we're going to place our hands in our lap, feet hip distance apart or wider, whichever's more comfortable. And we're going to do our cat-cow. Now our cat-cow here, don't turn sideways. I'm just going to show you. I'm really focusing on the movement of my tailbone. I'm not using my thoracic, my middle spine to come back and forth in a flexion and extension. I'm really focusing on just moving my tailbone. My pelvis is moving back and forth, just opening up the body nice and gently. So not forceful, but nice, steady, and slow movement. Okay, from here, we're going to come into eagle arms. Now you have options here. I'm coming back to sit on my edge of my seat. I'm taking my right arm underneath and my left arm up top. And then I'm pressing everything together. Or I'm taking my right hand to my left shoulder and my left hand to my right shoulder, and I'm pressing my elbows down into my chest. So whichever is more comfortable for you. Get our arms together. Now, if you're here with your arms in one another, we're going to do a little pulse up and down. If your hands are on opposite shoulders, press your elbows down into your chest, little pulses. All right, a couple more. Open up, shake it out, and change. So now left arm underneath, or if you can remember what crossing you had with your opposite hand on just opposite hand on opposite shoulder. You're going to press your elbows down into your chest for a pulse. If you're like this, you're going to pulse up and down. So pulse. Last one. Shake it out. Little chicken wing action, punch, whatever feels good. Now we're going to bring eagle legs into this. So we'll start with the right leg over the left. Now this is going to look different for everyone. If this is not comfortable for you, or if it's not accessible, grab your block and bring the floor up to meet you. And place your foot on the block with your leg on a little bit of an angle, mimicking that same sensation without crossing over the legs. Or if you don't want to use the block, cross at the ankles and squeeze your legs together, mimicking that same sensation. So get your legs where you want to be. We'll take the right arm underneath and the left arm over, or opposite hand to opposite shoulder. We're just going to hold here, squeezing everything together. Either squeezing your arms together or pressing your elbows into your chest and squeezing your legs, your thighs together. Couple more breaths here. Go ahead and release. We'll switch sides. So, cross the legs. See, this leg's a little tighter for me, so I actually have to assist my leg to get over. And then use your block or cross at the ankles. Left arm under, right arm over, or opposite hand to opposite elbow. And breathe. Just breathe throughout our practice. Remain in connection with that breathing. and go ahead and release. Let's march in place just to shake everything out. Okay, from here, arms up, reach nice and high to the sky, and now twist to the right with your right hand to the back of the chair, the left hand to the front of the chair. Come on back to center, arms reaching up to the ceiling, and then twist to the opposite side, back hand holding the chair, or front hand on your lap. Do that a couple more times. Up to center, twist to the right, up to center, and twist to the left. Come on back to center. We're going to extend the legs, right to left, left to right, kicking forward. One more each leg, and then we'll twist to the right, twist to the left, back to center, kicking the legs. Now we're kicking, we're not just flicking the leg, we're actually doing this with control. We're keeping our abdominals engaged, our spine is nice and long. We're keeping a bend in the knee, so we're not fully straightening the leg and making it ramrod straight. That would not feel good. Okay, a couple more here, and then we'll twist again. Twisting to the right, and twisting to the left. Now come on back to center. Bring the right knee into the chest, and the left knee into the chest. Grab the back of your chair and pull yourself proud chest forward, holding onto the back of your chair, coming into a little baby back bend here. So it's like this. So it's not deep and intense, it's a slight little baby back bend. And then open your legs and come forward to a full forward fold with a flat back. Your hands can rest on your legs or your ankles. Bum is shooting back towards the back of your chair. Chin to chest, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, taking your arms up to the ceiling. Open up your legs wide, right shoulder down to the top of the right thigh, and lean over to the right. You can open your chest to the ceiling if you want to add a little chest opener here, maybe a little intensity. And then slowly take that top hand down, come back to the center, and we'll switch sides. So left arm to left leg, start up, and then over to the left. Come on back to center. Bring your legs together. We're going to take our hands together and come into a twist with the left forearm across the front of or top of the thighs. Now, if you want to add a little intensity, you could come off of your chair in our twist here, in a chair twist off the chair. And we're holding. If you can get this left elbow to the outside of your right knee, you be my guest. That is definitely an option, just not for me. Okay, switch sides, whether you're elevated or seated. And then come back down if you're elevated. Open your legs and come down to that forward fold, flat back. Hands can be on your thighs or down to the ground or on your ankles, whatever is comfortable. Chin into chest, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. We'll do that again. So arms up, overhead, shoulders back and down. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, open up your legs. We're coming into our side bend here, so right forearm on right leg, left arm over in the diagonal. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, we'll switch sides. Now come back to center, take your arm down, bring your legs together. We're coming into that twist. So you could be seated or elevated. I'm gonna come up. Hands in prayer or just simply gripping the hands, the palms. And then switch sides of your twist. come on back down. If you're elevated, grab your right leg, grab your left leg, back and forth. Let's come into a twist to the right and a twist to the left and back to center. Arms overhead, shoulders back and down. Open up your legs, side bend to the right, side bend to the left. Come on back to center, legs come together, seated or elevated for our twist. Other side. And come on back down. Let's take our hands to grab the back of the chair and come into that little baby back bend. So our knees are nice and bent at that 90-degree angle for the legs. Dropping the head back. And then slowly coming up. Now keep your right hand on the back of your chair and take your left arm over on the diagonal. You could drape your hand down alongside the chair, but coming on the diagonal with the left arm, come on back down and we'll switch sides. And switch sides. And switch. And switch. And one last time on the opposite side. And then take your hands back behind and come into that little baby back bend. And in this back bend, with your head dropped back to a comfortable position, let's move our tailbone, that cat-cow. Tailbone back and forth, opening up that pelvic floor. Come on back to center. Let's come into a little flow. So we'll start with our hands in prayer. Take your arms out at shoulder height, hands interlaced. Arms come up on the diagonal, up overhead, out to the side with open jazz hands. Hands come back behind your back, clasping your fingers and pulling down towards your tailbone. And then up and back into prayer hands. We'll do that a number of times. Arms out at shoulder height, hands interlaced with the fingers, diagonal, up towards the ceiling, out to the sides with jazz hands, pulling the elbows in, hands interlaced behind and pull back down towards the tailbone. Come up to the ceiling, hands in prayer overhead, down to the chest. Arms out at shoulder height, interlaced fingers, on the diagonal, up overhead, out to the side, hands in, back behind. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. I apologize. Hands down towards your tailbone, up towards the ceiling in prayer to your chest. He will stop at some point. I'm sorry, he's a German Shepherd. He's got a really deep bark. Okay, we'll do that again. Arms out, up on the diagonal, up overhead. Now when I'm going overhead, I'm only going as far as I can that my back stays straight. I'm not arching my back here. I'm staying nice and long in my spine. Arms out to the sides, pulling in with resistance. Hands behind the back, pulling down, gaze to the ceiling. Arms come out, up, prayer, and down to the chest. Let's do that again. Out, diagonal, up, out, pull in with resistance, back behind you, pull down, arms come up in prayer and down to the chest. Just reconnect with your breathing here. Let me get my blanket out of my way. We're gonna come into a warrior two. So we're gonna come sideways. I'm gonna take my left leg out behind me with a little bend in my knee. I'm kind of seated on the edge of my chair, and I have my right knee bent. My arms are coming out at shoulder height. Now, pay attention to your knees. Don't contort in any way that's going to make you uncomfortable or unstable. You got to listen to your body. All right, here we go. Now we're going to come to reverse warrior. So your left hand drapes down the back of your leg and your right arm comes up towards the ceiling. side angle. So come forward. That right knee is forward, the right forearm is across the top of the right thigh. We'll let that left leg come out with the toes tracking forward, and the arm will come over into side angle. A couple of breaths. Back to center to goddess. So legs are open, arms come up and pull down to cactus and hold for a few breaths. From here, we're dropping forward with a flat back, taking our hands to where it's comfortable, be it the floor, your ankles, your shins, your thighs. Slowly, chin to chest, roll on back up, come back to warrior two, and we're gonna come into humble warrior. So we're gonna lean down towards our thigh, our hands are back behind us, my palms are towards the ceiling, or I'm grabbing my hands, interlacing them, and pulling up towards the ceiling. Humble warrior. All right, chin to chest, slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna change sides now. So now the left knee is forward and the right leg is long. We'll have those toes tracking forward, coming into warrior two. Reverse warrior, right hand glides down the back of the thigh. All right, side angle. So left arm over to the left. Come to goddess, legs open wide, toes tracking a little bit on the diagonal, arms in cactus. And then come forward, flat back, back to warrior two, to humble warrior. So we're coming down with our torso towards our right leg, hands are back behind us, open or interlacing the fingers and pulling the hands towards the ceiling. Nice big inhale. On your exhale, chin to chest, slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to repeat that one more time on each side. So we'll come with the right leg forward in our warrior two. Shoulder height with the arms, palms facing down. Reverse warrior, so that left hand glides down the back of the leg, the left leg up to the ceiling with your gaze. Side angle. Goddess. Toes a little bit on the diagonal, knees following, coming to goddess arms, cactus arms. Coming forward to the forward fold, hands land where it's comfortable, flat back, and then slowly up chin to chest and come into humble warrior. So stabilize yourself and take your torso down towards your lap, interlaced hands curling back, or open palms, open arms. Alrighty, slowly come back to center. We'll switch on the other side now. So left leg is the lead, right leg back, warrior two, reverse warrior, side angle, goddess, forward, fold, flat back, slowly chin up, chin to chest, coming up, humble warrior, after warrior two first, and then humble warrior coming down, using your arms as you choose, and then come on back to center, take your feet, legs, hip distance apart, seated on the the edge of your chair. Place your hands in your lap. Let's just do a couple shoulder shrugs. And then up and down and back, up, down and back, and up, forward and back. Just move however feels good in your body in this moment. We're gonna go ahead and come up to standing now. You can move to the music if you want. Okay, come on up. Let's just shake. Let's do a little wiggle, a little yoga shake. A little kicking out, just getting out the energies. Okay, let's take our chair with the back facing us. Let me move down a little bit so you guys can see. All right, so let's start out just facing the chair, coming into mountain. I'm gonna go on the diagonal. No, actually, it's important. I don't know that I've ever actually said this, but it is important. I do have a mat underneath my chair for stability, so it won't slide. I'm on a rug, so if I wasn't on the mat, I would be possibly endangering, putting myself in danger of sliding, which would not be good. We don't want to do that. So make sure you're using a mat underneath your chair. And my chair has rubber stoppers too, so that's an added benefit for safety. Always good. All right, so we're coming into mountain. We're gonna have a little bend in our knees. Our toes are elevated. All the weight is in our heels. Our tailbone is tracking down. Our chin is back. Shoulders down from the ears. Arms alongside our body or holding the chair. Your choice. And then drop the toes down and rock back and forth to equally distribute the weight of your body throughout your feet. Now, you could fully come up with your toes and heels if you would like. We're going to get into heel raises in just a second, but you can simply just lift them a little bit just to get settled here. Now here in mountain, reconnect with your breathing. And then we're going to do toe raises. Or heel raises, coming onto the toes, up and down. You can hold the chair, or you could have your hands off if you would like a balance challenge, because that is indeed a balance challenge. Up and down. All right, we're gonna hold, if you'd like to be holding the chair, and release. And come up for a hold, and release. Up for a hold. I do like the chair for the hold. And release. Alrighty, from here, we're going to come into dancer. So I'm going to stabilize myself with my right foot. I'm going to go ahead, no, you'll bend this left knee. You can stay here with a bent knee, or you could grab a hold of your leg, or if you have a strap nearby, you could use the strap around your ankle to help make this more accessible. So we're going to just hold here. Keeping a slight bend in the standing leg. Squaring out the hips. Your tailbone is down. Nice long spine. And go ahead and release. Just kick it out. And then kick the other leg out. All right, from here, we're going to come into side bend. So you're going to have your hip facing the chair. And we're going to just bend over. We'll start slow and little, and we'll just bend from our rib cage to start. Hand can come to your side if you prefer, or hold the chair. That's your choice. Now, step that left foot out a little bit. We're going to bend bigger now from the waist. Again, hand to your side or hand on the chair. All right, we're going to grab a hold of the chair, come into balance in this right leg. We're going to bring the arm over and extend the left leg out to the side as we do bring the arm overhead. So we're going to come left arm over to the right, left leg out to the side. If you prefer to simply move the leg and not incorporate the arm as well, please feel free to do that. This is a lot. From here, we're going to come into tree pose. So plant again in this right leg. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Go ahead and start wherever you feel comfortable. I'm going to start with my left heel at my right ankle. And since I do have a chair to hold on to, I feel pretty confident that I could come up with my leg. It's your choice. Just don't go on your knee, but you could come to your calf. You could come to your inner thigh. You could take this left arm out to the side or up, wherever you feel comfortable. Now lock your ribs down. What I mean is bring your ribs down and feel the sensation as if somebody had taped them down. So they're staying in place. Your abdomen is engaged. Maybe you want to tuck your tailbone. That works for some people to find more stability, not so much for others. Just kind of play with this. And then if you want to take your hand off the chair, which I don't know that I want to. I'm not feeling, oh wait, hold on. Okay, just hold and breathe. All right, go ahead and shake out the tree leg, the base leg, the limb and the base. Okay, we're gonna turn towards our chair. The left foot comes forward, the right foot comes back in an elevated lunge here. So my right heel, the back heel, is not touching the floor. And I have a deep bend in this front leg and a nice little bit of a bend in the back leg. Just hold here. Square out your hips, so left hip coming forward, right hip coming back. We're going to come into warrior two now. So the right foot is going to come forward, the left foot will come back. Our heels are in line like a tightrope. So this front knee is bent. Take our left arm out, and if the right arm wants to stay on the chair, it does so. Otherwise, it comes out into warrior two. Now, we're going to turn back to the chair. We're going to keep the right foot forward and the left foot back, coming into pyramid. So now I'm in train tracks like this. So my feet are in a train track, not in the same line, like a tightrope. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Press your hips back. They're nice and squared. So the left hip is coming forward and the right hip is coming back. And then I'm going to bend back just a little bit with my upper body, with my torso. I'm going to come now down towards the chair with the back on the diagonal, keeping my hips nice and squared, and then pressing back up, just dropping my head back just a wee bit. Coming back down and back up, my head's dropped to a wee bit. Come with your head back to center. Walk your right leg back to meet your left, and we're going to come with a slight bend in the knees and press back into this half fold. So hands are on the chair. Now, come up just a little bit with your diagonal, your torso on the diagonal. Bring your left foot into the center of the mat and cross your right leg over. And now come back. A nice deep bend in the knees. Your crossed leg, that right heel, may not be touching the floor. Nice flat back. Play with the positioning of your chair because it might be too close or too far. Pressing your hips back, keeping a bend in the knees. Nice big inhale, and on your exhale, slowly come up. We'll open the legs, bring the right leg into the center and cross the left leg over and come back down with a flat back. Keeping a bend in the knees. Again, that left heel probably not touching the ground. And then slowly come up. We're going to walk back to a flat back. Now we're going to walk the right foot forward just a little bit. Find stability. We're coming into warrior three. So we're going to bring the left leg back at hip height. We're going to come forward with the torso. Now keep a slight bend in this right standing leg. And we're going to bend that knee, just a little teeny tiny pulse. I am feeling this. Woo! All right, hold. Bend your standing knee just a little bit more, and we're going to pulse the long leg up top. All righty. Come on back in with both legs and just shake it out. We're going to plant the feet, hands to the chair, torso on the diagonal, and now we're going to lean forward and take this right leg back with the body on the diagonal. We're going to lift the right leg and switch till the left leg comes up. Switching back and forth. Hips remaining square. Remaining in connection with your breathing. One more each side. All right. Now, roll down. Take your hands to the bottom of your chair and press back. So we're coming a little bit deeper now in our forward bend. You may even want to open your feet a little wider. Press your hips back. We're actually kind of mimicking down dog. So your head is resting in between the creases of your elbows. You're pressing your bum back and you're bending your knees as much as you want to make this feel comfortable for you. Now, slowly come up. We're going to take our hands to the top of our chair. In fact, I'm going to grab my blanket to make this more accessible because I'm in a folding chair. It's not particularly soft. I'm going to take my elbows onto the top of my chair. My palms are touching in prayer. And I'm going to walk my hands back to a flat back. I'm really feeling this in the back, like where my sits bones are, my glutes, my hamstrings. My head's going to come down in between my arms and it could rest on the chair. Whatever's comfortable for you. And just press back. Nice deep bend in the knees. And then slowly, very slowly come up. And we're going to switch sides now. So let me move this over here. All right. I'm a little sweaty. This is good. It's very good. Okay. That's why it cracks me up when people don't think you can get a workout with a chair, because you sure as heck can. You sure as heck can. Okay, let's go back to our toe raises, heel raises, up onto the toes. Okay. All right, coming into dancer now on this side. So the left side is what we're going to be, the leg of stability there, a little pillar. And then we're going to bend the right knee. We can grab a hold of the ankle or the leg or our pant leg. Oh, now lost my balance. So I just come right back in. All right, now let's lean forward with the torso. So a little bend here, keeping a bend in the standing leg. And now come on out to the side. We're going to come into side bend. So the left hand can stay on the chair. Feet hip distance apart, maybe wider. We're leaning to the left from the rib cage. So a little baby bend for starters. All right, take your foot out a little bit wider. We're going to bend from the waist. All right, from here, let's come into our tree. So we're going to plant into the left leg, left foot, nice bend in the knee. Start down at the heel to the ankle, and then if you want to move to your calf or to your inner thigh, and then your hands can remain, or your left hand can remain on the chair, or you can take both hands off, and then arms could be in prayer, out to the side, up. Again, lock down the ribs as if somebody has taped them down. Abdominals engaged, shoulders back and down away from your ears, chin back. If you need to tuck your tailbone for stability, feel free. And breathe. Now we're going to come forward with our high lunge. So this time the left foot is forward and the right foot is back. My right heel is elevated. It's off the ground. It's not on the ground. And I've got a nice bend in this front leg. Come into warrior two. Left foot forward, right leg back. You can keep this left hand on the chair, or you could come out to shoulder height. come to pyramid. Left foot stays forward, right foot back. We're on the train track now. We're gonna hold on to the chair and drop the head back just a wee bit. Squared out our hips, left hip coming back, right hip coming forward. And then walk your hands back, flat back, hands onto the chair, nice bend in the knees. And slowly come back upright. We're gonna plant the left leg and bring the right leg back. We're coming forward, and we're gonna bend this left straight knee. All right, now we're gonna come back to center and then pulse the right leg up and down. All right, from here, grab the bottom of your chair, walk back, coming into down dog. So your hips are pressing back, your head is down in between the creases of your elbows. Nice bend in your knees. And breathe. Now from here, we're gonna I'm gonna grab my blanket to put on my chair so it's nice and soft. My elbows are on the back of my chair. My hands, oh, that's not super stable. Hands in prayer. Head comes down in between your arms and a nice deep bend in your knees. You might want to walk your feet out wider so you can really sit back in your bum, making room for your belly if you have one. I mean, everybody has a belly, but some are bigger than others. I need more space. Okay, head down to the chair and breathe. All right, come on, slowly back up. Move my blanket. Hands on top. This time, let's come back to down dog. Now we're gonna come to the side. And we're gonna bring the arm up and the leg up. So arm overhead, leg out to the side. So my toes are tracking forward. If you prefer to just do the arm or do the leg or the arm instead of the combo, go ahead. All right, turn to face your chair. We're gonna come into squat. So you could have your hands on the top of the chair, you could have it on the bottom of the chair, but we're gonna come down to squat to where it feels comfortable. So I'm coming out nice and wide with my legs. In fact, I should just go forward. My legs are nice and wide and I'm holding onto my chair. You might wanna come all the way down, take your hands off the chair. That's totally okay. You just figure out what works for you today. We'll come into your squat and then we're gonna just pulse. All right, one more pulse, then come up. Just shake it out. Come on up entirely. Grab the back of your chair. Walk your feet back. You're on this diagonal here. And we're gonna take the leg out to the right and come back in. Take the left leg out to the side and come back in. Now, I'm not just kicking it. I'm doing this with control and I'm slow and steady. Out to the side, out to the side. Out to the side, out to the side. All right, let's do one more each side. Now come down with a flat back, left hand on the back of the chair and your arm right down here to dangle into a circle, a nice controlled circle. And change direction. I have a nice flat back. I'm pressing my bum back and my knees are nice and bent. Now I'm going to change sides. So my right hand's going to hold on and my left arm is going to circle. And change direction. Take both hands onto the back of the chair and just move that tailbone back and forth, creating that arching and rounding, flexion and extension of your back by focusing on the movement of the tailbone. Now we're going to come back into our squat. So feet nice and wide, toes and knees tracking the same direction, and then come down. Maybe take your arms to your forearms to your top of your thighs. If you want, come into happy camper. That's an option. Okay, put my hands back on the chair. I'm gonna pulse, little baby pulse up and down with my bum, squeezing my thighs together as I'm doing this. Okay, slowly come up. We're gonna come back to sit in our chair. We're gonna sit on the edge of our chair. We're gonna come into torso circles. So little circles to start. So I'm nice and long in my spine. I'm inhaling as I come forward. I'm exhaling as I come back. I'm going clockwise to start. I'm changing direction now. I'm gonna go counterclockwise. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. Back to center, and we're gonna go into medium-sized circles now. A little bit bigger. Change direction. Now, really big circles. You might even want to open your legs. Come all the way down in your lap and fully extend your arms as you come back. All right, now change direction. Last one. Come on in, take your legs nice and wide. We're gonna windshield wiper our legs. Now you can hold the back of your chair if you'd like, or you can have your arms off and open. Come on back to center. Take the right leg out to the side. Come on back to center. Left leg out, back to center. Right, back and forth. Arms are out and open or holding onto the chair if you'd like that for stability. Last one. Legs back open wide, windshield wiper from side to side. Now, we're gonna come into figure 4. So I'm seated at the edge of my chair. I'm gonna grab my ankle and place it across the top of my thigh. If that's not where my body wants to go today, then I'm gonna take my ankle to the top, or my heel to the top of my ankle. And that's my figure 4 for today. All right, nice long spine. Breathe into this nice, phenomenal hip opener. And then if you would like to come forward, bending from your hips with a nice long straight spine, go ahead and do that. It just adds a little intensity. But if it hurts your knee, back on back. We don't want any kind of discomfort. Nice big inhale, and on your exhale, if you are leaning forward, come back, and we're gonna circle our ankles. Whether they're up or down the leg, circling in one direction, and we're changing direction. Now, turn sideways. We're gonna mimic what we did earlier with dancer when we were standing, and we're gonna grab a hold, we're gonna bend the leg. Now, if your legs are long enough that that knee could be on the floor, you could do that, or you could bring a block up, which I will be doing because my legs are not long enough to do that, to make it more accessible. Okay. And hold. Breathe, tuck your tailbone. Nice long spine. Maybe come a little deeper if that's comfortable. And let's Switch legs, coming back to figure 4. I'm gonna take that block with me. So up or across. Get situated. Chin back, nice long spine. And if you want to come forward on the diagonal from your hips, go ahead and do that. Just adds a little sensation if you're seeking that. And if you're not, that's okay. There's plenty of sensation without coming forward. All right, dancer on this side. So I'm gonna grab my block again to bring the floor up to meet me. The beauty of the block, the beauty of props. I'm gonna bend my knee. Nice long spine. I'm holding the back of my chair for stability. Both knees are tracked in the same direction. Nice big inhale, and on your exhale, go ahead and release. We're gonna take the leg back up to do circles. So circling in one direction, and then the opposite direction. And just shake everything out one last time before we set up for Shavasana. Now for Shavasana, you can return to what we started in, the position we started in our centering, or if you would like to come down to the floor in any particular form or fashion that appeals to you, but I'm going to show you one way to do this, and that would be to place your blanket up at the top to support your head and neck. This is where the eye cover and the aromatherapy comes into play, if you have that. Ooh, it's a nice enhancement. Okay, so my legs are gonna go on top of my chair, my pillow of my blanket underneath, and then I'm just gonna rock side to side, lift up my shoulders, rock my hips from side to side to just elongate everything and to accelerate my grounding of my body. My arms are relaxed on the sides of my body with my palms up, or on my abdomen, if that's more comfortable. And then cover your eyes or close your eyes and just allow your body to settle for Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. And just allow your body to get nice and comfortable. If you haven't already, close your eyes, come into a soft gaze, or cover your eyes if you have something available. Let's begin by taking several long, slow, deep breaths, breathing in fully and exhaling fully. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or your mouth. No need to control your breath. Allow your breath to find its own natural rhythm. And then bring your full attention to noticing each in-breath as it enters your nostrils, travels down to your lungs, and causes your belly to expand. And then notice each out-breath as your belly contracts and air moves up through your lungs and back through your nostrils or your mouth. Invite your full attention to flow with your breath, and notice how your inhale is different from your exhale. You may experience the air as cool as it enters your nose and warm as you exhale. And as you turn more deeply inward, begin to let go of the noises around you, allowing yourself to be more fully present. When we are fully present, we offer our whole selves to whatever it is we are doing. Our attention, our integrity, and our energy are all focused in the moment and on the task at hand. This is a powerful experience, and when we are in this state, we are completely alive and invigorated. This kind of aliveness comes easily when we are absorbed in work or play that we love, but it is available to us in every moment, and we can learn to summon it regardless of what we're doing. Even tasks or jobs we don't enjoy can become infused with the light of being present. The more present we are, the more meaningful our entire lives become. And next time you find yourself fully engaged in the moment, whether you're making art, cooking, taking a walk, trying to solve an interesting puzzle, or talking to your best friend, you may want to take a moment to notice how you feel. You may observe that you are not thinking about what you need to do next. Your body may feel like it's pleasantly humming, or your brain may feel tingly. And as you enjoy the feeling of being located entirely in the present moment, you can inform yourself that you may try to recall this feeling later. You may try this the next time that you're driving or getting ready for bed. Allow yourself to just truly be engaged in that experience. The more we draw ourselves into the present moment, the more we honor the gift of our lives, and the more we honor the people around us. When we are fully present, we give and receive aliveness in equal measure. So for today, try to be fully present in your daily activities and watch a new reality open up to you. Begin to deepen your breath and to return your attention to your immediate surroundings, acknowledging the support of the chair beneath you or the floor, the sensation of the clothing touching your skin, and begin to deepen your breath. And on your next exhale, return gentle movement to your body, wiggling your fingers, circling your wrists, changing the direction of the circle, and then extending your legs long, pointing and flexing your feet, circling your ankles in one direction and the other, and then returning to a comfortable position with your hands at heart center and your chin to your chest, bowing to your goodness and the goodness of your fellow yogis. Thank you so very much for sharing your time and energy with me and the fellow yogis practicing with you. We'll end our practice with a single chant of Om. We'll inhale, exhale, inhale to Om. You can join in or let the sound wash over you. Inhale, exhale, inhale. The divine light, energy, and love in me bows to the divine light, energy, and love in you. Namaste.